matter is the matter of the Commonwealth versus Stefon Diggs.
Good morning, 88 True Virtue to the Commonwealth.
Good morning, Your Honor. Andrew Federal from Michigan.
Waiting on the reading, sir.
Yes, Mr. Clerk.
Not guilty plea will enter.
All right. Commonwealth, any requests?
Commonwealth's requesting a stay away, no contact from the victim, including third-party contact.
Any issues with that, counsel?
No.
All right. Those are your ones.
And next date, sir, April 1st.
Beginning of April 1st, the pre-trial.
So, sir, on this matter will be continued until April 1st, 2026 at 9 a.m. That's for a pretrial hearing. Being released today on your own personal recognizance that the conditions will be released. They can stay away and have no contact with the named victim, and that includes third-party contact. Please be advised that if you violate the terms of your release, or if you commit a new criminal offense during the pendency of this case.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Star Flames. Today is Stefon Diggs arraignment day, and the video is on social media. And the chef, Mila, she has spoken out. She wants to control her narrative and not the one that social media has about her. So she's pulling back control to her. But before we get into this video, it is game on. I got my rapper chain on and it's game on. I got my chain on and it's game on. Mila breaks her silence and it's game on. The court tell Cardi to shut up and it's game on. I got my chain on. Okay? So, today was Stefon Diggs' arraignment. He pled not guilty to the allegations against him. As you guys can remember, it was back in December that his chef accused him of slapping her in the face. So basically, she said they had a disagreement over wage, her salary that was to be paid to her, that was outstanding. She alleged that during the disagreement, Stefon Diggs marched into her room, slapped her, and he choked her out, allegedly, right? So she said that at first she had some hesitation about making a report because of his status, but she eventually decided to make the report. After the report was made, Stefon Diggs was taken into custody, and he was later released on a bail bond. Initially, the court date was before the Super Bowl, but they asked the court to reschedule the arraignment date. The court definitely did. So today was the date of the arraignment. Stefon Diggs pled not guilty. And while he pled not guilty, the judge is also telling Cardi B, and I believe this was for Cardi B, to keep your ass out of this. So the judge is saying no third party involvement. And why I believe this is Cardi B, and this is basically leading right back to what Tasha K had said when Cardi B went off on Tasha K, when Tasha K said basically, in cases such as these, no third party should get involved because it could be used against them in court, in the sense that it could be seen as you are bullying this victim and you're coming together with her accuser to bully her because of your money, status, and power. So, we know that Tasha K is Cardi B's arch nemesis, but even though Tasha K is Cardi B's arch nemesis, Tasha K does give good advice from time to time, and we can say as such, Tasha K was right, because now the court is saying the same thing. No third party involvement. You know, Cardi B was tweeting on Instagram saying that she spoke to the chef every day. The chef never told her such thing, but why would the chef tell you such thing? You did not hire her. And, Cardi B loves to be in charge, and she loves to be helpful as well. Let's keep it real. Cardi B is also that woman that came out and bullied the entire internet in Stefon Diggs' defense, wherein people felt as though they couldn't talk about it anymore because if they did, Cardi B would come after them with a lawsuit. Not the YouTubers, because some YouTubers don't care. They know how to spin the block on Cardi B, and people know that if something is in the media, they can talk about it. But Cardi B did add some influence to tighten up things a bit when it comes to this Mila Adams versus Stefon Diggs. Now, Stefon Diggs' his team, they're standing behind him. So far, they're standing behind him. And you have to understand, Stefon Diggs is their asset. He didn't do well at the Super Bowl, but you also have to look at it. Even star athletes, they flop at the Super Bowl. I've shown you videos of Mahomes, who was a star athlete. He flopped at the Super Bowl. This was Stefon's first Super Bowl, if I'm understanding, and based on what he has said. So, playing under pressure is not easy. Some people believe that it was Cardi B's luck that was pulled away from him, because Cardi B is of a particular sign. I don't know about those things. And Cardi B is involved in high magic and high witchcraft. I know the industry is deeply involved in that. But if Cardi B is involved in high magic and high witchcraft, and Stefon Diggs has a mom, he has family, he has friends, and if they notice a pattern, and they've always heard the internet talking about the Kardashians being witches and Cardi B being like them, someone is going to come to Stefon Diggs' protection. So I think there's going to be a balance of energy, even though Cardi B and Stefon Diggs, they're going to go back together. All the separation is just temporary. Now we're going to get into what Mila posted on Instagram, because Mila wants us to look at her as a professional human being, not a girl that sleeps with her boss. And I don't believe Mila did not sleep with Stefon Diggs. I believe that Stefon Diggs is a Casanova. I believe he's a man who truly knows how to sweep women off their feet. And Mila is an attractive woman. And Stefon Diggs, based on what I'm learning about him, he reels women in with gifts. He knows how to wine and dine them and sweep them off their feet. So when we're out here wondering how is it that he's able to bag so many women, he takes them to 5-star restaurants, he buys them nice expensive gifts, and he sweeps them off their feet, and he makes them really good promises, and oftentimes he comes through with his promises as per the inside sources. Now, when I mention inside sources in my video or sources, you have some people from Burberry Nation who says, I can never name these sources, but have you ever seen the media outlets naming their inside sources? No. Have you ever seen the police naming their inside sources? No. Did I tell you that I wanted to go in the Guinness Book of World Record naming inside sources? No, I've never told you that. And I've never given you that impression either. So, use some common sense, okay? So, Mila Adams said on social media, I am speaking now to address false information that has been shared publicly. I am a professional chef with over 10 years of experience working with public figures and in the sports industry. My reputation and integrity matter deeply to me. And that is something I would understand, because no one is going to hire a chef that looks damn good with a possibility of them sleeping with their partner or husband, right? So she has to put this out there, whether she was smashing Diggs or not. She has to clean up her image, because we already have a particular impression of her that her and Diggs they were smashing, and she's pulling back the narrative. She's taking control of the narrative, which is a very smart thing to do. She says, claims that I engage in settlement discussion are not true. That is as per Stefon Diggs' initial legal team. She says, I have never sought money nor engaged in settlement discussions to settle this matter. Statements suggesting otherwise are harmful and untrue. So she's saying this is not a civil lawsuit. I want this man to be held accountable. And while he's being held accountable, I want the money that is outstanding to me. So she's looking, she wants the court to hold Stefon Diggs accountable for his actions, and she wants her money that is outstanding to her, not the promise of him setting up a business for her or anything like that. I don't know why Stefon would promise that. You know, maybe she was that impressive with her skills. So, as I was saying, she's saying that the suggestions of her taking settlements or having any discussions about settlements, they are harmful and untrue. She says, as a survivor of domestic violence, I take these matters extremely seriously and would never make false claims for personal gain or to damage someone's reputation. Now, she says, I did not seek public attention and reported this matter through the proper legal channels. So she's saying, when she did this, it wasn't to garner public attention. She ensured that she reported it through the proper legal channel. Sometimes wordings are not as smooth and clear, but I understand what she's saying, because when she says, I did not seek public attention and reported this matter through the proper legal channels, I would have worded that better. I can write English better than how I speak it. When I put my mind to it, it is written perfectly. So if I was in her shoe, I wouldn't have worded this like that. But I understand what she's saying. Now she says, this is an active criminal matter, and I will continue to respect the legal process. I will not engage in rumors, personal attacks, or respond to misinformation on social media. And I ask others to refrain from spreading false narratives. My focus is on healing my work and moving forward with integrity. I trust the legal process to address the facts, and I hope anyone following this matter will do the same. Mila Adams. So she is taking her power back. She is cleaning up her image after everyone did their think pieces and analysis on what went on. And
you saw two women fighting, two men break.
And do I believe Mila entirely? No, I don't believe her. I believe that she was involved with Stefon Diggs, and that belief is not just coming out of nowhere. I didn't just wake up and decide I want to believe that Mila was smashing Stefon Diggs. I did not come to that conclusion from the internet either. I came to that conclusion from the messages that were shown when she was asking, so what about the money that you promised to set up my business? If you and I are just professionals, right? I'm working for you. I'm your chef. We have never been intimate. We may laugh. We may share jokes. We may share humor. We may talk about social media discussions. You may tell me a little bit about your girls and your personal life. I may share a little bit about my personal life with you as well. And if we have a falling out and you did something that's harmful to me, you know, I'm not going to ask you, so aren't you going to set up my business for me again? No, it's war. the only way I would ask you that is unless we had some level of intimacy going. And intimacy makes people feel contractually obligated. And if someone promised you something through intimacy, even at let's say you just have a breakup and the person said, you know what? I'm going to buy you a car because I see that you need this car to get around and get your business done. Even though the person says it's over, aren't you going to ask them, so what about the car that you promised me to get my business going? Are you going to still give me the car? Because the intimacy that you had with the person kind of makes you feel somewhat obligated and entitled to what the person promised you. But if it was a business, and if I go in for an interview and I sign a contract that gave me a summary of my job, when we have a fallout and you say, I have to let you go, I'm not going to look for anything from you besides a severance package. And then if I was terminated wrongfully, I'm going to take additional action. So I'm going to look for my severance and I'm going to take additional legal actions against you. But the mere fact that she was asking about her business, it really gives a sense that there was some intimacy. Allegedly, because we can't prove it. But I'm just saying the communication between her and him that we saw gives the sense that there was intimacy. And if I'm wrong, I digress. Let me know if you guys think the same too. I want to hear from you guys. How do you guys see this? Do you think that the text message that was shared gives a sense of intimacy or not? Leave your comment below. We're going to talk some more in the comment section. Peace.